Back down. To decide not to do something because of opposition, or because of pressure from authorities. Back out. If you back out of something like an agreement or a deal, you decide not to follow through on it. Back up. 1. To make an extra copy of digital information on disk, flash drive, external hard drive, etc. in case the original data is lost. Back up. 2. If you back up what you say, you use evidence or examples to show that it's true. Bail out. 1. To help out someone or something that's in serious trouble, especially financial trouble. Bail out. 2. To give money to a court so that an accused person doesn't have to stay in jail until their trial begins. Bank on. If you bank on something happening or someone doing something, you depend on it or count on it. Base on. 1. To use specific information, ideas or past experiences as a basis for making a decision. Base on. 2. To use something as source material. Bear on. To have relevance to, or influence on, something. Bear out. To show that someone is correct or that something is true. Beat up. To hurt someone by punching, kicking or hitting them with a hard object. Become of. If you ask what has become of someone you haven't seen or heard from for a long time, you want to know what's happened to them. Beef up. To make something stronger or more powerful. Begin with. If an activity or an event begins with something, that's the first thing that happens. Believe in. If you believe in something, you're sure that it's true or it really exists. Belong to. If something belongs to a person, it is owned by that person. Bend down. To move the upper part of your body forwards and downwards. Bet on. To be sure that something will happen. Bite off. To separate something from whatever it's attached to by biting it. Black out. To lose consciousness. Blow away. To surprise or amaze someone. Blow out. If a flame blows out, it goes out because someone blows on it or because of the wind. Blow up. 1. If you blow up something, you use explosives to damage or destroy it. Blow up. 2. To fill with air or gas in order to inflate something. Blow up. 3. To make a photograph larger. Border on. If something like an action or an attitude borders on something more extreme, it is close to being that extreme. Bow out. To resign from a job, or to end a career, usually after a long time. Break down. 1. If a machine or a vehicle breaks down, it stops working because of a mechanical problem. Break down. 2. If someone breaks down, they start crying. Break into. If someone breaks into a building or a vehicle, they force their way in, usually to steal something. Break out. To escape from somewhere like a jail or a detention center. Break up. If you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you end your relationship with him or her. Breathe in. To fill your lungs with air by drawing it in through your nose or mouth. Breathe out. To push air out from your lungs through your nose or mouth. Brighten up. 1. To make a place or a thing look more cheerful and more lively. Brighten up. 2. To become happier and feel more cheerful. Bring about. If you bring about something, you cause it to happen or you make it happen. Bring back. 1. To bring something with you when you return from somewhere. Bring back. 2. To make something from the past come back, such as a memory, a feeling, an idea, etc. Bring down. To cause a government or a leader to lose power. Bring forward. To change the date or time of an event so that it happens earlier than originally planned. Bring off. To succeed in doing something that's difficult. Bring on. To cause something like an illness or a painful emotion. Bring out. 1. To release a new product. Bring out. 2. To make a quality in someone or something show itself. Bring up. 1. If you bring somebody up, you raise them from childhood to young adulthood. Bring up, 2. To raise a new topic for discussion, or to mention a particular subject or issue in a conversation. Brush up. To revise your knowledge of something that you learned in the past. Buckle up. To fasten a seatbelt in a car or on a plane. Bugger off. If you tell someone to bugger off, you're telling them to go away in a very impolite and aggressive way. Build on, 1. To add to what you've already succeeded in doing. Build on, 2. To add a new section to a house or a building. Build up, 1. To work at something and make it get stronger or bigger. Build up, 2. To gradually increase. Bump into. To meet somebody by chance. Burn down. If something like a building or a forest burns down, it's completely destroyed in a fire. Burn out, 1. If a fire burns out, it slowly dies down until it stops burning altogether. Burn out, 2. To work too hard and suffer from physical and mental exhaustion. Butt in. To start talking when somebody else is already talking. Butt out. If you want to tell someone quite forcefully to mind their own business, you can tell them to butt out. Butter up. To say nice things to someone before asking them to do something for you or to give you something. Buy out. To buy somebody's share of a company or a partnership in order to take control of it. Buy up. To buy all or a lot of something that is in limited supply.